Hey guys, this is Alessio Summerfield, the host of Metal Gear Mondays, and you are listening to a backlog episode of Metal Gear Monday. So if you guys hear any mention of Geek Time, the Geek Time network is since defunct, and now Metal Gear Mondays is a part of the original lineup of podcast shows from Forever and Astronaut. If you guys want to take advantage of our Patreon to get really cool exclusive content and speak with other fans, as well as talk directly to the hosts and the guests, you can go to patreon.com/foreveranastronaut. $5 a month on Patreon will get you access to all of our original shows, including Dev Diary Season 1 and future shows. So if you want to support the studio and support content like what you're listening to, please be sure to go to patreon.com/foreveranastronaut or foreveranastronaut.com to check out the rest of our lineup of shows, as well as short films, blog posts, and other goodies. If you want to write into the show, the new write-in information is contact@foreveranastronaut.com, or you can utilize the facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the episode. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Metal Gear Mondays, the podcast where we play through all of the Metal Gear franchise in book club fashion. I am your host, as always, Alessio Summerfield, and this week I'm joined by Sam Wright.
I'm the walrus.
And Isaac Lim.
How?
And this is the first of our,
Jesus Christ.
this is the first of our side ops, if you will, where we are going to specifically talk to you guys, the listener, read your comments on the air, any sort of corrections or addendums, and play some cool stuff for you guys, coupled with also playing some deleted scenes. So, Sam, I'm going to let you take the charge since you are the old mailbag guy. I'll let you take the lead on these extrasodes. So, Sam, without further ado.
Yes. So the first thing I want to talk about is iTunes here. We got a new iTunes review, which was very nice. It's another 5-star one, by Nichols66. With the title, "This podcast will end your Monday blues." So that's pretty cool.
Nichols 66, like
Nichols
Murdoch,
66,
like Murdoch from Gorillaz' last name, who was born in 1966.
Could that be?
Perhaps
That would be awesome. So, hello, other Gorillaz fan. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, Nichols 66. Give us a shout and let us know if that's what you were intending, because Alessio needs this.
Yeah, I'm. For those of you guys who do not know this, I'm actually a diehard Gorillaz fan, and have been for a very long time, and would love if there were some other folks out there doing Gorillaz stuff. Makes me wonder if there's a Gorillaz podcast to be had at some point.
Welcome
to
start Gorilla Gear Monday.
Yeah.
Gorilla Gear Grande.
I like that. That's good. If we have time at the end of this episode, I'll tell everybody a fun story about Gorillaz.
Okay. So Nichols66 says that this podcast is easily the best gaming podcast that I have listened to in a long time. I love the format of going from game to game in order. I also appreciate that they include people who haven't experienced the games yet. Only feedback I would have is to make the episodes longer, as you guys are so great that I can listen to the show for hours at work. Some comments about MGS2. Yes, do this more. I remember playing this as a younger teenager and being completely confused about what the hell they were talking about half the time. Regardless, after some 20 playthroughs over the years, I've really come to appreciate the great story of this game. Currently playing MGS3 on the 3DS, looking forward to talking to you guys about that. Keep up the great work. P.S. Running... So this is kind of getting into what we're talking about next week, but running around as Raiden holding his junk, being spammed by creepy codec calls was easily the most frustrating part of this game.
And the most amazing part of the game.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's awesome. I'm sorry that you're playing Metal Gear Solid 3 on the 3DS because I know. So it's great. Let me preface it with it's great, but if you have another way to play it, I would strongly suggest that people at home play it on a console, because I will say that a friend of mine did the exact same thing, and he's played it before on the console, but he played it on the 3DS and definitely told me that it was not the experience that he would recommend somebody play the first time, at least. So
it's a good kind of like stand-in for like if you have no other options, but if you have an option, definitely play a console version of it.
What were you gonna say, Isaac?
I was just gonna say, too bad for you or me, because that's the only way I'm gonna play MGS3 on my 3DS,
baby. I hear the 3D is actually pretty cool on it.
Oh, how so?
Well, I don't. For Isaac, I don't know if you know this, but the 3DS has 3D built into it.
What?
With like a 3D slider, and apparently they put out all the stops on Metal Gear Solid 3 and made a lot of it like really cool in 3D.
That's kind of cool, man. I might have to redact my statement and actually play it on 3DS. So
cool. Thanks for the feedback, Nichols.
Yeah,
66.
Nichols 66.
yeah, cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
We got
Hold
any
for a
emails?
second. Hold for a second. We don't have any emails. We have, well, kind of. So if I'm doing things from the Facebook page, can I use their whole name?
Yeah, if it's Facebook and it's public, then yes.
Okay, cool. Speaking of experiences with Metal Gear Solid 2, on our Facebook page, which you can go to facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays, Brady Petrus posted something on the page there. Said, "Hey guys, I love the show. I don't have many mates that play Metal Gear, so it's great to have a show I can listen to each week about it." And then Brady decided that he would share a strategy for the Vamp Boss battle that he picked up from YouTuber Center Strain 01. If you hang off the outside railing, you can wait for him to walk over. As soon as he has his knife raised to you, you can jump over him and nail him with some CQC, and then he will fly away, and then you can keep repeating that until it's over. So
nice.
little spammy tip for those people struggling with the Vamp Boss battle.
Nice.
Just hang over the railing and then do some sick flips and punch him in the face, which is honestly, I don't know why we didn't try that, because it's the preferred method of Metal Gear Monday's hosts.
Give him the old Metal Gear Monday 1-2 punch.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 hosts of Metal Gear Mondays agree punching him in the face is the best way to do it.
I'm going to do a strictly punch-only run of Metal Gear Solid 4. No, I wish you could. I don't think you can.
No, I don't think you can either. That would be great, though. And then we also got a couple emails from people who have emailed us before. So the first one being TJ, who we enjoy.
Fond email correspondent.
A fond email correspondent, TJ, formerly known as Aperion, who gave us a review on iTunes a while back.
Many moons ago,
and has since become a good
mascot.
friend of the show, the mascot of Metal Gear Mondays. That's not nice. So TJ, he kind of gave me some information about how he discovered the show, and he said after 5 came out, he was basically just fishing for something to listen to that discussed the game or the whole Kojima Konami fiasco, and he typed in Metal Gear in the podcast app on his phone, and ours is the top result, I think, when you type in Metal Gear.
Nice.
So he just started listening around the time we put out our VR missions episode for Metal Gear Solid, and listened to all of them because they are, in his own words, quote, pretty entertaining.
Nice.
So
I'll take
to
it.
know that we're pretty entertaining.
Yeah, we'll take it, TJ. Thank you so much. TJ, he also sent us a song that he did with his former band, the Black Market Opera, which they're very good, and you can check out their Bandcamp. It's theblackmarketopera.bandcamp.com. It's a song called "The Professional," which evokes.
Cue it here.
Cue it here. Which kind of evokes the spirit of Metal Gear a little bit. He says that the song could be considered in some very abstract way as a song about Snake, and then says, "Tell Isaac it's for him."
Aw.
So this is your first song, Isaac. This
All
is for
right.
you. It's called the Professional because you're so professional.
Isaac got a song.
I got a
Isaac.
song. I'm crying right now.
Isaac's actually going to personally visit everyone who sends a song.
Yeah,
I wish I had the money to do that.
I'm gonna openly weep. We got a couple other things on the Facebook page as well. So we talked about this gentleman, Nick Ziegler, who
Old
showed some-
Ziggy.
Old Ziggy. Old Nick Ziggy. Posted he expressed his interest in kind of getting involved with the show a little bit once Metal Gear Solid 3 comes up, but he also posted a link to our Facebook page called Perfect Stealth, which is this dude on YouTube who does perfect stealth runs of all the Metal Gear Solid games.
Oh, yeah.
And which is insane, which is also really awesome. So you can check that out, youtube.com/DCPvids.
Is that VIDZ?
VIDS, not Z. Not extreme. So I wanna thank Nick for turning us onto that, because I actually checked that out a little bit and it's really awesome. So definitely check that out. Old Ziggs also gave us another some more information about how he found us. He says he found us kind of at random. He was just wondering if there are any Metal Gear focused podcasts, so he threw Metal Gear Solid into iTunes Bar and our podcast showed up. He said it was kind of lucky that he found us when he did, because we were about 2 episodes in, so he gets to feel like an early adopter.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
so
Well,
thank you for that, Nick.
And to quote the 1991 video game Zero Wing, move zig, take off every zig. That is the game that all your base are belong to us came from.
Oh my god.
Great.
And I will say to everybody who stumbled across this because they were looking for Metal Gear podcasts, that's how we fucking started the show. Because I was that guy who kept fucking Google searching Metal Gear
Gear
Solid
podcast.
podcast and could never find anything. And so I was like, you know what? We're just going to do one.
Yep.
So I appreciate hearing stories of other people in similar situations.
Yeah. So we really, and then add a couple more reallys on there, want you to give us feedback about the game and what you think about the game. But if you want to just like chuck in how you found us, what prompted you to kind of seek us out, because we've been noticing that a lot of people that we're not like mutual friends with on Facebook are liking the Facebook page. So we just kind of are curious as to how you guys like discovered us, because it's really cool. So you can email us at admin at geekti.me. I check that every time we do an episode, and it also sends notifications straight to my phone because I have that linked to my phone. So I'll see it if you want to send an email. You can also use the Facebook page, facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays.
Yep. And we also have a nice little
unbelievable.
contact form on our website at geekti.me. And likewise, too, guys, I'm really interested to hear, just because we're covering every single game, including stuff like Ghost Babel and Metal Gear Acid and stuff like that. If you guys have a favorite Metal Gear game, like even if it's not a numbered game, any of the games, I'd really like to hear which one you guys dig the most. That way
sure.
we can make sure we pay extra careful attention when we do that game. So
That'd be nice. And then one final thing from the Facebook page. So I thought this was super funny. So
is this the C4 thing?
That is the C4 thing. So a
Yes.
gentleman by the name of Dustin Nichols posted a video to our Facebook page. Quote, "A little fun with C4. Enjoy, you guys. Keep up the awesome work." So Dustin, and I'm not sure if this is his video or not, because it is a embedded Facebook video, but dude is like creeping around, kicking this like knocked out guard, and plants some C4 on him, and then like throws him off the side of a building or something. Like, I'm watching it right now, so he gets into alert mode, plants C4 on the dude's back, and then puts him in CQC, knocks him out, and then I think he's about to pick dude up. Hold on, I am live doing the he picks dude up, runs over to the edge of this building, runs in a couple circles, throws dude over the edge of the building, and then blows dude up while he's falling in slow motion because getting thrown off the building alerted him again. And then dives off the fucking building. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
And that's Metal Gear Solid 5 as well.
Yeah, for Metal Gear Solid 5. So thank you, Dustin, for sharing that.
Was his last name Nichols?
Nichols.
Would that make him Nichols?
I just
66?
made a goddamn connection. What if that's Nichols 66? Well, fuck.
Well, there goes our Gorillas connection. Tier.
Damn. Well, it's okay. Dustin, let us know. I feel very slow right now. I'm behind the scenes, I'm sick, and I'm feeling very lethargic, and I just want to die for a little bit. So I'm sorry that I was slow on the uptake there.
Oh, it's all good.
But thank you for sharing that, Dustin, whether that was your video or somebody else's. That was incredible.
Nice. And yeah, thanks again to everybody. Isaac, do you have anything to say before we cut to our deleted scenes?
Nope. Was that good?
Faith.
Was the suspense good?
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. Very suspenseful.
Sorry.
Well, awesome, guys. Yeah, no. So hopefully this format works out. We would love to read some long form kind of comments. So if you guys would check out our contact page at geekti.me, and sit in that damn contact box and send me an essay about Metal Gear Solid 2, because I want to read it. I want to read all of it. So definitely let us know, and we will read them on the air. So if you want your name and your words out of my mouth, send it.
Gross.
But yeah, so we're excited, guys. This is a fun time. We're getting close to the end of Metal Gear Solid 2. So like I said in last week's episode, if you guys are interested in telling us your thoughts on all of Metal Gear Solid 2, the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, or anything about the post-game, or even fun stories from the VR missions or whatever, definitely let us know. And yeah. Cool. Here are some deleted scenes.
Cue it here. It's just a box.
Cool.
But we were wrong. You can't wait to be loved.
So I was so Kristen and I had like a million errands that we were doing today, and everything was looking good, clicked up, got everything knocked out. And then Kristen was like leaving, so we like cleaned the insides of our cars, which I have not done since I bought my fucking car like a year and a half ago. And Kristen was like leaving to go like vacuum her car at a place nearby. And so she dipped out, and I was like, all right, I'll see you there. And so I cleaned up the car, got in the car, and then I opened the garage door, and I start backing up like an asshole, and then look down at my seatbelt, and I'm like, oh, I should put this on. So I go to put my seatbelt on, and then I hear a poof, and I was like, what the fuck? And I look up, and I'm like, oh, the garage door started closing for some reason while I was backing up. And so I just backed into my garage door and then fucking bent the frame off the rail, and so it wouldn't close, and now it's like a foot off the ground, and I have to fucking deal with people coming over tomorrow and paying for all that bullshit.
Yikes.
I know, it's the worst.
Sounds like a fun time.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
Merry Gear Solid, guys. How did you how were the holidays? I know we had issues.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
I know we had problems with getting together and everything. Isaac, I actually didn't hear that much about your holidays.
What would you like to know?
How were your
about my holidays? It was warm.
It really was.
Super warm.
Yeah, I went down south as well. It was super muggy and rainy.
Yeah.
It was 60 up here on Christmas.
It still hasn't snowed. Like, it snowed while I was in Europe, but St. Louis has not seen any snow, and it's not been colder than like 30 degrees, which is really weird.
Ugh. Gross.
So I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like February and like all the snow to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 60 the whole time. So that was nice.
Nice. Did you get anything good?
No.
Aw.
I don't really I don't know. They don't really we don't really do a lot of gifts.
Gotcha.
I got
Yeah.
new pajamas.
Oh yeah.
Always nice.
Are they sexy?
Are they satin?
They're they're the worst kind.
Very nice.
They're like the lounging pants.
Oh.
Nice
Oh
for
man.
So your dick can
laziness.
breathe while you're hanging out?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. That's oh dear God. That's disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Kristen's mom is pretty hardcore about still pretending like everyone's 12 years old and making us go to bed so Santa can put gifts under the tree. I'm not even kidding. It's really weird. So, yeah, we got some good stuff from Kristen's folks. And then my parents, we hung out with them for the day after Christmas morning and had a nice little gift exchange.
A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
By the way, did you hear about LCD Sound System?
Yeah, at Coachella.
Did you hear the new song?
I did not. Is there a new song? So they're
Yeah,
back
there
together
is.
completely?
It's like a Christmas song. It's
Oh,
pretty good.
what?
Yeah.
That's amazing. What is it called?
What is it? Christmas Will Break Your Heart or something like that.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty.
No, like, cause so Kristen texted me and was like, "LCD Sound System's headlining at Coachella this year," and my immediate thought was like, "Are they a band again?" And then I didn't realize that they'd put out some music, so that's
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting.
Well, I don't know if they're actually going to put more music out or if they're just doing it to cash in.
Yeah, you never know.
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
We're gonna have lots of problems tonight. I can just feel it.
And now we got problems. And now
Oh
we
my
got
gosh.
bad blood.
Alessio's busy.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
Mr. President,
Mr. President.
Mr. Pregnant.
So I started, while we were dealing with Skype, I was telling Isaac, I started monologuing.
Oh, what were you talking about?
About missing my girlfriend on the battlefields of war.
But can love blossom on the battlefield?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I can do it, man. I can make anything turn into a Metal Gear conversation.
Spoilers.
All we need now is your disc. You'd better hurry.
Oh, Sam, tell me about your pro and con list about coming to St. Louis, because I was actually going to talk to... So Isaac doesn't know, because I haven't told him yet.
Oh.
But Sam's coming to visit the last weekend of March.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna be in St. Louis the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th.
So I don't know if you're wanting to try and come, Isaac.
I'm gonna look into it. I'll try my best.
I'll check my calendar.
I'll get back
Mr.
to you.
President.
I just started doing it. It's not a very long list. So it's literally in my pros, I've got there's beer there.
Of course.
And a lot of it. And then in my cons list, I've got might potentially drown while driving home on the interstate. So
Yeah, that was a nightmare, by the way. I just always assume that everything's gonna be fine because I'm stupid and I'm one track mind, so I'm like, oh, I'm working on a project. I'm just gonna think about that project, which leads to some fun times when you're married to me, because me and Kristen are constantly complaining about how I'm a one track pony. But no, so I was
track
One
bonus.
track pony.
so I was like,
That's not the phrase.
It's fine. But I was completely thinking about something else and just like hit the interstate and was like, whatever. And then I was trapped in traffic for like 3 hours and only went like a mile and a half. And I was like, I definitely probably could have looked online and seen this problem before. So I ended up having to sleep in the city with a friend, and it was just kind of a nightmare to get out of town.
Was it romantic?
No, maybe. I wish it would have been, but it was not. I was staying.
You stay gold, One Track Pony Boy.
I was staying with the buddy of mine who owns Earthbound Beer, who got you that signed Panic at the Disco CD.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So
Which I'm forever grateful for. I saw them live here a couple weeks ago, and it was just my mind and my body and my spirit were all one in that moment. He backflipped off of a speaker.
nice,
He's just and then they did a cover of Bohemian Rhapsody.
nice.
That was really good.
When-
And he does like crazy shit with his voice that just like no human should be able to do.
When you say he
But-
backflipped off of a speaker, I just think of Panic at the Disco as a single human being.
Well, at this point, it might as well be.
Gotcha. It's
So
like
let me give you a brief history of Panic at the Disco.
okay,
So the band was originally Brendan, who is the singer, Ryan, Spencer, and Brent. And that was the lineup for the first album. And then Brent left the band, and then John joined the band. And then after their second album, Ryan and John left the band. And then it pretty much became Brendan writing the songs and then them just doing songs. And then Spencer took a hiatus from a band. And then he eventually quit the band because he was dealing with like substance issues.
Metal Gear Solid
and
2
then-
Substance.
Yeah, right. So he was having a really hard time with Metal Gear, so he just kind of quit. So he took a hiatus because of that, and then he eventually was trying to get his life back on track, so he just quit entirely. And then Brendan got Dallin, who is their guitarist
Is that
now.
a human name?
Dallin Weeks, yes.
Dallin.
Dallin.
Can I get it? Did you
is-
get a
is
Dallin of milk
is-
over at the?
Is Alessio a human name? Like, don't go there, bro.
It's true.
No, but Dallin is officially a member of the band, but he's not got like much creative input.
It's because
So
his
it's
name
pretty
is
much just-
Dallin.
But it's pretty much just Brendan's band at this point. So the songs are like informing his opinions on life and things like that. So
All right.
I'm gonna name my firstborn child Dallin just because.
Sounds good.
If he responds in the affirmative to what I sent him, we're gonna talk on Tuesday,
Okay, cool. Well, sweet. So I guess
which is my birthday.
Oh, really?
Tuesday, yeah, I turned 24.
Nice, man. Happy belated birthday.
Belated.
Well, excuse me. Happy early birthday. It'll be belated when
Hey.
this comes out.
There you go. No, it won't because it's coming out on Monday, which is the 4th. My birthday's on the 5th.
No, but this is the pre-show.
Oh, gotcha.
I was trying to future-proof this episode. Okay.
Nah.
Well, cool. All right. So let's go ahead and
You're gonna
get
future
started.
You're not gonna shoot me.
No.
Hey, hold on for 2 seconds. I'm gonna slate my thing real quick. I'm also going to run to the bathroom.
God damn it.
Oh boy. I can hear you.
I can hear like little. Oh, gross.
There it is. There it is.
This is the worst thing. So, this is going into deleted scenes, right? Because like we're straight up just listening to you piss. Are you pissing onto Raiden's head right now? I need to go now.
We have to go down the ladder.
How far down?
Also, you've seen the Kevin McAllister Home Alone quote sequel, have you?
I don't think so.
Oh my god! So Macaulay Culkin did this thing as Kevin McAllister from Home Alone as an adult. And a lot of weird shit happens. So you're gonna want to look at that.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
What is it called?
Fuck, I don't. I'll send a link to you guys.
Okay, we'll put it in the
later
show
on.
notes.
Yeah, but it's really funny, but it's really fucked as well.
Sweet, nice chunk for the extra episode.
Yeah.
All right, I'm slating it. We're coming back in.
You're carrying a PSG-1, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's time to play sniper.
We didn't. Oh shit! Let me just start.
Nope,
We
that's
didn't
it.
get a bit.
That's all you get.
Ta-da!
So yeah, this is a deleted scene now. My bad. So yeah, for everybody at home who likes Gorillaz and enjoyed our Gorillaz conversation when we mentioned Nichols 66, even though that might not be Gorillaz related at all, I wanted to tell this fun story, and Isaac was there for it. So I'll let Isaac chime in with his interpretation of what happened. So anyway, so I'm sitting in the Tube station in London. I cannot remember the specific station. I do know that it was close to Hyde Park and it was near a bunch of buses. But we were downstairs trying to buy bus tickets, and we were actually leaving London. And while we're all freaking out about bus tickets, I look up, and about 6 feet away from me, maybe, there's a man buying tickets from a kiosk with a backpack on, and I realize that it's Damon Albarn from Gorillaz and Blur. And in my panic, I did not move and just went, guys. And they're all like, what? And I point, and Kristen's like, oh my God, are you going to go talk to him? And I was like, no, I don't think I should. And Kristen's like, oh my God, go talk to him. Go take a picture with him. And I was like, guys, he hates celebrity life and doesn't want to be bothered, and he's probably going to tell me to fuck off. And Kristen's like, but that'll make a great story. Like, you can tell people Damon Albarn told you to fuck off. And I was like, but I don't want to. So I just stood there with my mouth wide open. Yeah, I did absolutely nothing. Which, pro tip, guys, don't judge a man by what he says. Judge a man by his actions. And judge me, because I fucked up and didn't do anything. So, yeah, I don't know. It was the lowest moment of my life. Isaac, what do you think?
Maybe we can tag Damon somehow. Be like, what are your thoughts, Damon?
Watch him be like, I love Metal Gear.
What are your thoughts, Dallin?
Dallin? We need to get Dallin and Damon together.
Dallin Weeks and Damon Albarn in this podcast. The Dallin and Damon Show, starring Damon and Dallin.
Damon and Dallin do Dallas.
Oh, God. God.
Yeah.
No, I'm interested to hear Isaac's half of the story, because I knew about this, and we talked about this a little bit on the Geek Time podcast after you got back from England, or from your trip. But I'm very curious to hear Isaac's side of this story.
Well, okay. Here's what really happened.
Here's what really happened.
No, I mean, it was...
Sit down, you little shits. We're going to tell you a story.
Me and Damon actually did talk, and it was horrible.
Stuttered all over.
It actually wasn't Damon Albarn at all.
Just some homeless guy. No, I mean, that was pretty accurate. Because I think that sound was actually what came out of your mouth. I was like, "What are you talking? What are you doing?" I was on the phone trying to get a bus ticket, and all I hear was Alessio go, Honestly, I thought you saw like a guy with a bomb and some.
Oh my God!
And I was like, "What? Speak to us."
I will say,
please.
if that was the situation, I probably would have been a little bit more vocal. I would have been like, "He's got a bomb."
Yeah. So
inciting panic. Do they have the same laws about inciting panic in public?
I don't
Panic
know.
at the Metro.
Oh dear Lord!
Ooh.
The sequel band starring Dallin and Damon.
Oh my God! We'll call them Gorilla Panic.
Gorilla Panic.
Oh my God! Now I want to start a band called Gorilla Panic.
Now I just want to do a bunch of mashups of Panic at the Disco and Gorillaz, and call it
Do it.
Gorilla Panic.
We'll work on that when I come visit.
Just a buck.